Hi dear students, today let's try to understand a critical term symbol. So let's first see the definition and meaning of the term symbol. A symbol is literary device that contains several layers of meaning. Means apparently the meaning of the word is different, but the hidden meaning of that word is different. So there may be several layers of meaning behind the dictionary meaning of a word, and those meanings are used in different contexts. Symbol signifies ideas and qualities that are different from their literal meaning. Means uh, literal meaning means dictionary meaning. So when we say, for example, the word rose, the literal meaning of the word rose is flower, a type of flower. But in literature, it symbolizes beauty or love. So these are the hidden meanings or the allegorical meanings or different meanings or the meanings used in different contexts of that particular uh, word rose. So rose becomes symbol having different meanings. Generally, it is means symbol is an object. It represents another thing to give an entirely different meaning that is much deeper or serious or maybe more significant. Sometimes, however, uh, an action, an event, or a word spoken by someone may have symbolic value. Means always it is not an object. Sometimes an action may also convey some other meaning. For example, a smile is a symbol of friendship. So smile is an action. When we find smile on one's face, it symbolizes that that person is having goodwill for you, or maybe that person shows friendship to you. So uh, an action may also have some other meanings. Only it may be the its original meaning is only an action or a facial expression, but that facial expression may have uh, other meanings such as friendship or goodwill. Symbols change their meanings depending on the context. Means it is very important in which context, in which situation that word is used. Such situation matters much. So, for example, the word chain has different meanings in different contexts. When you read this word chain, a chain comes before your mind. Chain means in Marathi, what do you say? Sakri. But this word can be used in with different meanings in different situations or different contexts. It can stand for, or it may stand for union. Union means ekata or ekatmata. But in other situation, in other context, it may stand for imprisonment, means turungavas. The chain may be just sakari, uh, but sometimes chain may be sakhardanda, which is used for a prisoner in the jail. So these are the different meanings of this word chain. Uh, let's try to understand some of the common examples of symbols. The dove is a symbol of peace. Dove means kabutar. Its color is white, and that's why. Or maybe dove in the ancient period or the old times, dove is used or doves are used for giving message of peace. That's why dove becomes the symbol of peace. Or white color is also symbol of purity and peace also. A rose stands for love or beauty. A black color is symbol of evil or death. Death. A ladder is symbol for connection between heaven and earth. Heaven means Swarga. So ladder sometimes is used in literature as a connection between earth and heaven. A broken mirror may symbolize separation, as you very well know about this, that in movies particularly, sometimes when there is a breakup or a relation is broken up, it is symbolized by breaking the mirror or the glass in the movies. Winter is a symbol of death. Spring is a symbol of life. So winter and spring are the seasons, and these seasons are very commonly used to stand for life and death. The winter means the cold season, when nature, uh, particularly in the Western countries or in England, where it's very cold in the winter season. The temperature is in minus. At that time, winter dies everywhere. There is snowfall and um, you know uh, nature dies in a sense, not winter. In the winter season, nature seems to be died. So it is called, or winter is used as a symbol of death. A spring because is used as a symbol of life, because in spring season there is light and temperature is to some extent it becomes hot, and because of that, you know uh, nature finds a new life and it looks very beautiful and fresh, so it becomes the symbol of life. Some of the examples of symbol in literature are as following. uh, it's very uh, you know nice example from the play As You Like It, comedy by William Shakespeare. And in this play, the writer says, or there is a dialogue like this: all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So here the world is called as a stage. So if we want to understand how the symbols are used in this particular lines, these lines are symbolic of the fact that men and women in the course of their lives perform different roles. We human beings, when take birth on this earth, so life becomes a drama, and we play various roles in our life, from the childhood to death, from the beginning to the end of our life. We have to play various roles in our life. So the world becomes a stage. World is a symbol of stage, and where we enter on the stage, the world here is called as stage, in the sense that it is a life where the stage is used as a symbol of life, where we have to play many parts or many roles. A stage here symbolizes the world, and players are symbol of human beings. So world becomes the symbol of, here stage symbolizes the world, or you may say world symbolizes, in other words, uh, symbolizes stage, and players become are or they are symbol for human beings. uh, in another example, my heart leaps up by William Wordsworth. In these lines, we see, my heart leaps up when I behold a rainbow in the sky. So, so was it when my life began. So is it now I am a man. So be it when I shall grow old. In this poem, the poet uses a rainbow as a symbol of hope and general well-being throughout his life. Poet says, when I behold a rainbow, behold means see, S-E-E, see, my heart leaps up. Poem becomes very happy when he looks at the rainbow in the sky. A rainbow here is when he finds hope in his life, when he finds everything good in his life, he becomes very happy. So a rainbow here is the symbol of hope and good things or well-being, or all the good things what the poet experiences or sees in his life. And he says that all these good things or hope he sees from the beginning towards the end. Means he was very happy in his childhood, or he was happy when he became adult man, a grown up man, and he will be happy till the end of his life, because these lines are very positive, and the poet wants to tell us that he is very happy in his life. So these are the two examples which very well tell us about how the symbol is used in literature, and how it gives us a very strong meaning, or how it is very significant, how it conveys different meanings uh, beyond the literal or the dictionary meaning of those particular words. So from these examples, we can understand the function of symbol like this. A symbol gives a writer freedom to add double levels of meanings to his work, a literal one and a symbolic one. Means when we read the lines in the poems or maybe in drama or novel, they have some outward meaning, apparent meaning, and but there is also one more hidden meaning which we will have to understand. And it's very interesting to understand that hidden meaning which is hidden behind the literal meaning. That is our actually duty, or that is our work as a reader, that we should try to understand the symbolic meaning hidden behind the literal meaning, and we should try to understand what is the meaning hidden between two lines. By understanding all this, symbol gives universality to the characters and the themes of a piece of literature. Means the meaning of those lines or words is not limited to one meaning. It gives us some different meanings which becomes very universal, as we have seen in that example of all the world's a stage. So it is universal meaning. The poet has given the universal idea that the whole world is a stage, is the whole life, or the life of all people is a type of stage in which all the people of the world play various roles or parts. So this is the universal idea. This is not belong. It does not belong to a particular person or people of one country only. It belongs to the people of all the universe, or all the people in the world. That is called as universal. Symbol helps readers to get an insight into the writer's mind on how he views the world and how he thinks of common objects and actions having broader implications. This we can, with the help of the symbols, we try to understand what the writer wants to tell us. What is his message? So, though writer uses the common words in around us, what we see, the words or the objects particularly around us every day, but the writer uses those common words in literature with some different meanings, with some different insight, and he views the world with different outlook. So when we try to understand the hidden meaning or the symbolic meaning of a particular word, we can understand what the writer's vision of life, what is his insight, or how he looks at the world. And we also try to look at the world uh, with uh, that insight or with that vision of life used by the writer. So how he thinks about common object and how he implies broader ideas with the help of the common objects. This is the very distinctive feature of literature. And when we read literature, we understand these implications and vision of life of that writer. So, uh, and then literature becomes very interesting. So, poem or any type of literature, when it's full of symbols, it becomes very interesting, and it becomes very meaningful or significant, because it gives us a very different uh, outlook to look at the world, and it gives us universal ideas. That's why symbol is very important device used by the writers. I think you have got clearly what symbol means, and you will be able to write the answers um, based on this particular term symbol. So students, we'll stop here.